How do you describe or think about your investment philosophy at a high level? And if that's evolved at all over the last kind of 2 year period, how has that evolved?
The simplest way we explain it now is first by what it's not. So a lot of investing has been distilled into either growth or value. And in growth, you are trying to buy the most amount of growth for the most reasonable price. In value, you are trying to buy the biggest balance sheet or the most durable cash flow for the cheapest price. And what we do in hunting for compounders is a little bit different from each of those, which is we are focused on the businesses that are putting capital into the highest return on investment opportunities and then trying to pay the best price relative to getting that really high ROIC that those companies are able to achieve with what they're doing.
Do you think about that then as basically growth and value together, or how do you identify with one or both of those? I love the way you described it. I'm just curious how you square that. Yeah.
Well, the way some people will say it is that growth is a component of value. I think that's one way of merging the two. The other is to use examples and say that there is a low growth company might actually have a really high ROIC investment opportunity if a duopoly merges into a monopoly. Conversely, there can be a really high growth company that looks really expensive, but investors tend to underestimate the size of the market that they're going after, and they fade those growth rates and they don't realize that they're sustainable for much longer periods of time. So in doing so, they're underestimating the return on invested capital in a growth business like that because they don't realize the multiple of capital they can earn on that return if they can wait around long enough. So the differences can be slight, but when we boil it down to the very simplest thing, it's for the headcount that management is investing or the data centers that they're building, what is the gross profit and earnings extraction that they're ultimately getting out of those physical investments? And we care a little bit less about the growth rate, we care a little bit less about the multiple, and we prioritize that return on investment above and before either of those two variables.